everybody, this is Jeannie Cisco-Meth. Thank you so much for joining me today. I just want to talk for a moment about doing the right thing, no matter, what happens. So I was walking out of the gym this morning and there was someone behind me. I could hear him walking behind me, and all of a sudden I hear a man's voice say, "I'll get that door for you, ma'am." And I was like, "Thank you so much." And so I stopped and he opened the door and I told him, "Thank you, I appreciate it." And I walked out. And he did the right thing. Now, some of you may be saying, "No, he didn't do the right thing." I think he did the right thing. Let me tell you why. As a woman, I appreciate it when a man opens a door for me. Now, it wasn't always so. There was a time when I was in the military and I was on the Ranger Challenge team and I was totally into my masculine energy. That's not the case anymore. I absolutely know when to use my masculine energy and when to use my feminine energy. They are both in all of us all of the time. I know that some men are afraid to open doors for ladies. I know that they're afraid to hold out a chair for them or protect them by walking on the curbside when they're going for a walk. Those are things that gentlemen used to do, but they don't do them all the time anymore because they're afraid. They're afraid of what a woman will say. I was walking out of a place of business a while back, and a gentleman went to open a door for a lady. I use the term loosely. The gentleman went to open this door for a female who was approaching, and she said, "I can open my own door. I don't need you to open it." I was like, whoa. He and I looked at each other, and I said, "Thank you for opening the door for me. I appreciate it." And so in that moment, I started watching other people. I like to watch people anyways, but I started watching people. And I've talked to my son about this. I've talked to my husband about this. My husband always opens my car door for me, always. He opens doors for me whenever we're going into a place of business or into a restaurant. He opens doors for me. And I absolutely love it. My son does the same thing. Long time ago, we were going for a walk, and we went across the street and turned a corner. And I didn't realize it until he made it apparent. All of a sudden, I was walking on the outside, on the curb side, and he was walking on the inside. And he said, "Whoa, whoa." And he went around me and got on the outside. So I was walking on the inside, he was walking on the curb side, which meant cars were going by right here. Now you may be thinking, why? It's because it's a protection thing. I love being protected by my man. I love it. I invite you, if you are a gentleman or a man, whichever, to open doors for ladies, to walk on the curbside, to hold their hand, to support them, because they're women and you're a gentleman. Ladies and women have different energy. Now, I can't believe that I'm saying this after trying to spend so many years proving that I could do everything a man can do. Guess what? I can't. Well, I can, but it's not the same. When I was in the military, I always tried to max the men's PT test. A 300 is a perfect score. That means you get 100 points in push-ups, you get 100 points in sit-ups, and 100 points in a 2-mile run. 300 points would be a perfect 100 score in every single one of those events. I always got 297 or right about. I never maxed the men's PT test. The women's standards, I didn't even look at them. Why? Because I was in a man's world. So we shouldn't have different standards. Now, there are times when we do have different standards. And that is when I go out on a date with my husband. And he opens the door for me, and he calls me, and he treats me with respect. He walks on the curbside, he protects me, and I am his queen, and he is my king. We are also equals in our business. And there are times when I lead, and there are times when he leads. There is a very special energy between the feminine side and the masculine side. We all have both in us. We just need to learn when to lead with a masculine and when to lead with a feminine. So ladies, if a gentleman opens the door for you, say thank you. And gentlemen, if you want to open the door for a lady, open the door. And if she gets mad at you and she's crunchy, remember, hurt people hurt people. She's not lashing out at you. She has her own issues. If you want to open a door, if you want to say, hey, ma'am, how you doing? Go ahead and do it. Be mannerly. Do the right thing, even when you're afraid. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have an absolutely fabulous day, and bye for now.